that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So LSU's offense will get the first crack at it here. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Now they'll run it on the toss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Play number 9 on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. After run, now throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Toss sweep to the right. Inside the 35. Wide open space. Touchdown LSU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
He'll pull it on the read, fighting off the defender. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Throwing on the run. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense. Calls timeout to stop the clock. Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Finds us back in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really good defense. You You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 8 over Missouri. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Third down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. You know, listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. On first down from their own 22. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He breaks a tackle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Fakes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. On the move is the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. Firing deep. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. Plows through the defense. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They want to throw it. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not efficient. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Figueroa. After 45 on his way. About this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll heave it deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
That's caught. It's Carter. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running into the open space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
2nd down coming up.
Ready. Block trumpet. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched friend the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.